Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA-TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody, it is Friday. Heather is off. Mikey is joining us. And hopefully we're not going to need the umbrellas anymore.
Well, last night, all of the thunderstorms and the wind, it was perfect sleeping weather.
No, it woke me up.
It did?
It woke me. It totally woke me up. Like the trees outside our house were doing this.
Did you have your window open?
No.
Oh.
No, you had your window open?
What you're supposed to do. Yeah, the window sill, it got a little wet, a little damp, but that's okay. It was worth it.
All right, we're going to talk to Ron about the weather a little bit later on. Right now, though, we are wrapping up spring cleaning week here on PTL. So let's review what we've learned. So we have learned about cleaning out the garage.
Okay, that doesn't seem like fun.
No, but it was instructional.
Okay, good.
Detailing your car, storing things under the sink, how to snake a drain, how to clean up your digital footprint, some convenient cleaning hacks, and we're also competing to see who can find the most expired thing in our pantry or fridge. I mean, no one wants things to expire.
No, you don't.
But it happens.
Yeah, because you don't want to get, like, especially if it's a food item, you don't want to get
waste
sick
food and you don't want to. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So we saved the best for last.
I don't know if this is the best.
And now it's time for Mikey's turn. We're going to see what she found when she went digging around.
Okay, so this is gin from 446 Distillery. It has been sitting in the kitchen on top of the refrigerator for years now. Actually, prior to us moving here. So at least 5, 6, 7 years, possibly. I don't know. It's a beautiful bottle, but it's like, there's stuff floating. Can you see that? Is that supposed to be the case? It's almost like gunk. It looked kind of like snot floating at the bottom of this bottle. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I don't drink that much to be that knowledgeable. But if it's a good thing, cool. If not, I don't plan on serving this to anyone. So you don't have to worry if you come over. You won't get this one. But it's a pretty bottle.
Now, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know if that kind of, I don't know what it is. It's gunk.
Okay, let's quit talking about it.
It's like, it was like slime.
Okay, all right.
Is that supposed to be there?
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I mean, generally gin doesn't go bad. Like, I had to research this, but like, after 1 or 2 years, it maybe it's not as potent, but it shouldn't come to that. So anyway, I don't know. Let's review right now. We've seen videos from me and Ron and Heather and Boaz and Daisy and now Mikey. And who had the oldest item? Well, Boaz had something in the freezer from 2013. Heather's item, the Worcestershire sauce, was so old that the date had rubbed off. Daisy blamed her husband Perry for some hot sauces.
Oh, how convenient, Daisy.
Also, the dates were not real legible. Ron had Hershey syrup from 2024, and I found a can of black beans from 2020.
Okay.
And now we don't know what to do with Mikey's. But you know what? You were so descriptive. I am going to say you are the winner.
Do I win?
And you get this teeny tiny trophy of shame.
Well,
for having the most expired item.
I've never won anything in my life. I'd like to thank all of the little people who helped me get here.
You know what? Well, you come over to my house for some gin.
Okay.
We got some good gin.
Okay,
all right.
This is great.
All right, well, hey, here's something. If you need help with your groceries, we know a guy, a little guy, who's just adorable, and he's your guy.
He's my guy. He's not the most reliable grocery shopper, but there's a backstory behind this.
Oh, look at this.
So Logan, he loves to help. He will not let me do anything that involves any strenuous labor. And I think he sees his dad taking out the trash. He sees him helping me bring in the groceries. So anything I do, he's like, help, mommy, help. So I'm not violating any child labor laws here. He will not. He will not let me do any, so he loves bringing in the groceries. As you can see, I mean, he drags them at this point, so
that's okay.
I don't give him the bag with the eggs. Yes.
Smart.
But
Yeah.
I love that he's learning to help, and so whoever
He wants to help,
he
too.
wants to help. So whoever he marries in 80 years, because that's
You're not gonna let him get married for 80 years.
But whenever he does, she's gonna be a happy
Yeah,
wife.
he's gonna take care of her.
Yeah,
I think
love
it's so
that.
sweet. I just think Logan's so adorable.
Oh, thank
so
you.
It's a great video.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of adorable, we actually have some adorable animal moments to share right now, and we want to begin with an update on Punch the monkey.
He's so cute. Everyone just loves him. I mean, the entire world fell in love with him.
Absolutely. I fell in love with Punch. Everybody did, right? So it's the little guy at the zoo in Japan who was shunned by his mom and then bullied by his fellow monkeys. So they gave him this stuffed monkey from IKEA, and he took it everywhere. Well, we had mentioned already that he started making friends. Well, now he has like a best friend.
Aw.
Another monkey named Mo. And in fact, the latest reports are that Mo is sort of being bothered by another monkey, and Punch stepped in to like
They
protect Mo.
teamed up.
Yeah.
I
So,
love
like,
this idea.
And so they're spending a lot of time together, and from what we understand, he's spending less time with the plushie, but the plushie is not out of the picture entirely.
Well, you know what? This is so relatable. I think that's why people love it so much because, you know, I have felt in life like shunned, not from my mother, thank goodness, but, but just from like, you know, being a part of the in crowd sometimes, or, you know, if this group of people, they have these interests and you don't necessarily have them, and
You don't fit in.
Everyone wants to be a part of something.
And he's just so adorable with that little. Anyway, we're glad to know that he's doing well.
Yeah, so much fun.
Time to get to your questions. It's the Friday free for all. Let's see what you posted on our Facebook page. And Christine has the first question.
Okay, so she asked, David, you had your shirt unbuttoned slightly the other day, of which you do today as well. What was the metal on your chain? And by the way, she says, quit playing with your shirt.
Okay, all right, so I got some splaining to do.
Yes.
But, so the other day, this is a new shirt, and it's not from the normal company that I make or buy from.
You have a shirt company?
That I buy from.
Okay.
And so the material was really light, and it kept falling down, and I thought it was opening up way too much. And then it looked like I was like going dancing on Saturday
It
night
did,
or something, right?
like
So I kept,
John
that's why
Travolta.
I'm playing with it, you know. And then this chain is actually just, I saw a movie star wearing this, and I liked it so much that I decided I'm going to try to buy this online. I find the exact one, and now I wear it occasionally.
This is your look. I love it for you. I mean, this is giving, I don't know, soap opera star, bad boy in the movie. Like, I think you should
Wait a
just...
minute. Bad boy in a
bad
movie?
boy.
Wait, I've never been called
Everyone
a
wants
bad
a
boy.
naughty boy, you.
All of a sudden, I kind of like this. All right, well, maybe I will wear this shirt that no, I won't.
Yeah, no.
All right, I don't think I'm wearing that shirt anymore. By the
I
way.
love it.
All right, Carl is asking, which of the three rivers do you prefer the most? Mikey, do you have a favorite river out of our three?
I love the Allegheny River, and I think that's one of the more favored rivers in Pittsburgh. I mean, because it's so scenic. I love kayaking in the summer, so you can kayak on that river. That it runs along all of the trails, and you know,
Yes.
I love walking,
You're all
so
about
it's fun.
getting outside.
But then I also love the Mon River because it just represents Pittsburgh so well, because that's the industrial river. That's
true,
where all
too.
of the barges come up and
That's true,
down.
too.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well just name all three.
All of them.
You also love the Ohio,
I don't know
because
about the
that's the other
Ohio.
two rivers coming together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have as much love for the Ohio.
Oh.
No.
Ouch.
I don't know. It doesn't. It's just there, and then it's called the Ohio. It's.
I don't know what.
Pittsburgh.
You know what? I'm going to say Allegheny because I grew up in Armstrong County, so it's
Okay.
just my favorite. All right,
good.
James is asking, what are Team PTL's middle names?
Oh boy.
All right, so let's
This is
bring
a
in
long
Ron for this first. So, Ron, I know your middle name, and every time you say it, I'm surprised because I forget.
It's Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah.
So it's Ronald Bernard Smiley.
Is this going to be like some credit card fraud scheme?
You know
where
what?
he's
I
like,
wondered that too. As soon as I saw this question, are they going to steal our identities? Is that the point of
Wait, so have you ever gone by Bernard? Have you ever used your middle name?
No.
No? Why
No.
not?
Why? No, you know, in high school we were all called by our last names, so Smiley.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not Bernard. It's Ron or Smiley or.
Have you ever thought about it?
No.
Okay.
All right, Mikey, what's your middle name?
Well, yeah, we have this thing happening in our family. We have so many middle names. Well, first of all, like my first name is Michaelin, so that's 2 names right there. That's my mom and my dad's name put together, Mikey for short. But then my middle name is Tari Monet. So it's 2 names, Tari Monet.
So that's 4 names.
So that's,
if we're counting, you got 4 names now.
But Ron, so my brother is Jason, Daryl, DeWitt. They were out of control. I don't know what my parents were going through back then.
You didn't even finish your brother's name.
Jason, Brian, Daryl, DeWitt.
We don't have enough time.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't have enough time.
What, David, what's your
Tari Monet.
Tari Monet.
Okay,
I like
my
that.
middle name is
Yeah.
Larry. Not Lawrence, but Larry.
Larry.
And the reason was that my dad's middle name was Larry, and my dad's first name was Homer, and his dad's name was Homer. And my mom, nothing against the name Homer, but my mom stepped in and said, my son is not going to be called Homer Highfield.
Yes.
Even though, I mean, you know,
Homer Simpson?
my dad
Double
and
H.
my
your dad,
grandfather proudly were called that, but my mom said, but let's take his middle name. So, so that's
Because
my
it would've
dad's
been
middle name was Larry.
It would have been 2 H's, Homer hyphen,
Yeah, although that's memorable.
Yeah, but
it's
it
not
is.
bad for
Absolutely.
TV, actually. All right, bye, Ron.
Okay, bye.
All right. Oh my
was
God,
fun.
we ran out of time.
I know. We have so many more to
we have
get
so
to.
many more questions. Oh, and we had some good ones too. All right, we're gonna save those and get to them in coming weeks. Coming up on today's show, though, should you rethink your travel because of a travel advisory? Is travel insurance a must nowadays? Well, a travel expert is breaking down what today's headlines mean for your plans and answering the questions that we all have nowadays.
Plus, do you really know where your food comes from? Most of us, we really don't. A new smash burger pop-up is changing all that with total transparency, and we're getting a taste of it. That's coming up.
But first, with spring cleaning, the way you travel, are you still hanging on to travel credits that maybe you forgot about? How about making booking mistakes that cost you money? Our travel expert is showing us how to turn those bad habits into money for your next trip.
All right, today is Friday, March 27th. Larry and Bernard, are you ready for the weekend? Thanks for joining us.
Terry Monet.
Well, it's spring cleaning week, and we've tackled it all. The cluttered corners, the forgotten spots, even our makeup bags and our phones. So now it's time to clean up the way we travel.
Yeah, from bad booking habits to unused credits that are hiding in your inbox, travel expert Bobby Laurie is here to show us how to sweep that wasted money right back into your next trip. We always love it when you join us, Bob.
I'm always happy to be here.
And the first thing we're going to talk about is bad booking habits, because people have a habit of, this is the lowest price, I'm going to go with this. And you need to delve a little deeper, right?
You really need to, because so when you're doing a search for a flight, what's going to show up first is the basic economy fare, which is the cheapest with the most restrictions. You can't change it, you can't cancel it, you can't do anything to it, you can't have a carry-on bag, you board last.
Oh.
And so what you want to do is select the fare and then continue through the booking process. Add on your seat assignment, add on your bags, add on everything. Get to that final price. That's what you're actually going to be paying. Compare that to other airlines and other fares.
When we went to the Emmys last year, I got a $60 flight to Philadelphia, and I was like, yes. But I mean, we made it and it was fine, but you had to pay a luggage fee, a baggage fee, you had to pay, there's all these other ancillary things. Yeah.
So get to that total cost and compare that. Same thing for hotels. Hotels normally don't have taxes included in the rate you're looking at. So click through, and then you get the resort fees on top of it. Something else about resort fees. If it includes things that you're not going to use, you can tell them at the front desk, and they will remove it from the fee.
Oh, really? So you're not using the pool or the spa.
Exactly, and that's especially true in places like Las Vegas and Mexico. If you're not going to use the pool, tell them I don't want it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But I'm going to use the spa, so they can keep that. They can keep that on there.
All right, that is really good information.
Good.
All right, check for unused travel points and credits, because I forget, and then I think some of them have expired on me.
And that's a problem. So, a lot of folks fly an airline once or stay at a hotel brand once, but you do earn points for those stays. And a lot of people have credit cards that accrue points or even cash back that you forget about because you're just so busy with just paying off the bills and getting through your day. Go and log into those airline apps. Go and log into the hotel apps. See how many points you have. A lot of places let you transfer them So then you can move some hotel points to your airline miles, and then maybe you have enough to actually book a flight or book a hotel stay.
Yeah.
The same thing for the credit card points. You can move those anywhere. And usually the credit card company has a booking platform as well, so you can use your miles and points as currency toward whatever trip you're booking through that.
Do you find that the credit card companies, that they make it a little challenging to find where those points are in the app? Because I'm like, where? Yeah, I think they do it on purpose.
I have a credit card that earns airline miles, and it always tells me I have 0.
Yeah.
But on the airline app, all my miles appear. So sometimes you have to do, you have to really go in and spring clean where you're looking to make sure you're finding.
Yeah, really have to do that in advance. Okay, so clean up your phone, delete old airline and hotel apps.
How many airline apps and hotel apps do you have on your phone that you never use?
I have that.
Or you use it once a year.
Yeah, I have that Hotels Tonight.
Yep,
Have you heard of that?
Yep.
I have.
Yeah.
A while ago. Yeah.
Right. So like you have it there in an emergency in case you need it. That's fine. But if you have the larger brands on there and you're not really loyal to them, remove it. You don't need it on your phone. Get it off of there. But also log into the ones that you do use. You don't want to get to the hotel or get to the airport where they ask you for your confirmation and you're actually clicking the forget your password button and you're trying to figure out what it is, where did it go. Log in, make sure it still works, know what your password is.
Ma'am, come on, you're holding up the line.
No, I have been the guy in the hotel lobby where I'm like downloading the new version of the hotel app.
You're like, hold on a minute.
Wait a minute, it's downloading. It's going to pop up any
And now
minute.
hotels have mobile keys, so you can use your phone as the key rather than the key card itself. You tap your phone on the door and it unlocks it, but you're going to need the app.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the newest
version.
All right, and finally, you're talking about like go through, take time to sort of clean up your phone and know what subscriptions you have.
Yeah.
Because you could be wasting money that you could spend on the trip.
Absolutely. I mean, how many people are paying for a subscription fee for something that you probably don't even know about?
Aren't you
probably
guilty of
don't even
this?
use, right? So find it, cancel it, but pretend like you're still paying the bill. Put that money aside for travel, so this way you're able to use that in the future. But then also, when you are booking, book shoulder season and not the prime travel season. So like the Mediterranean.
What's shoulder season?
So it's like the quiet time. So like the best example would be the Mediterranean in the middle of summer or in the winter. It's going to be warmer or it's going to be colder, but you're going to get a deal and your money's going to go a lot further.
In the winter.
In the winter. Oh yeah. Absolutely. In either size.
Do you have any tips for our friend David, who has how many subscriptions do you have?
No, we just got rid of LinkedIn this week. So that was like $69 a month. I didn't know was happening.
Gosh.
Like it was crazy.
Bobby, he needs help. He needs
That's
help.
a hotel night somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Bobby is not going anywhere. We will not let him because we want to ask him more questions. In fact, we want to talk about some really serious stuff in the news. Travel warnings, rising costs, uncertainty. It's all in the headlines. So before you end up canceling the trip or you hit the road, Bobby's going to explain what travelers need to know right now, how to make the smartest move with both your plans and your money. All right, that's when PTL comes right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. With everything happening in the world right now, there's truly a lot of uncertainty for travelers. Concerns about safety, travel warnings, rising costs, and it's making many people kind of rethink their plans.
Yeah, so what should you do if there's an advisory where you're headed? Should you cancel? Is travel insurance worth it?
Yeah, good thing that travel expert Bobby Laurie is here to answer those questions for us. And Bobby, let's start with something that is hitting everybody right now, rising gas prices.
Yeah.
So at this point, we typically always think it's cheaper to drive somewhere than fly. Is that always the case?
Not always the case at all. So this is kind of like what we were just talking about before. You want to price everything out all the way down to what the actual cost is that you're going to pay. So it doesn't, right now, yes, gas prices are high, but that doesn't mean that flying is going to be the worst deal. So go ahead and price, if you're going to drive, you're going to have tolls, parking, gas, food, maybe an overnight hotel stay.
Yes.
If you're flying, you're going to have baggage fees, maybe seat assignments, and also time. Because right now, we're going to talk about this in a second, right now it takes a lot of time to get through an airport. So go ahead and price everything out, have a pro and con for each, and maybe flying is going to be $250 to $400 more expensive than driving, but then how much is your time worth? Is a 2-day drive worth saving $200 for you?
Yeah.
It might be worth it to go ahead and pay the higher fare rather than drive, but in some situations, driving might be best.
And that's what we did, like I was talking about earlier when we drove to Philadelphia or flew to Philadelphia last year. We looked at driving, and by the time you add in all of the tolls, the gas, your time, your energy, you might as well just fly.
Exactly.
All right, so next up, build in extra time at the airports. Now, there was news overnight that maybe, things would get better for TSA workers.
Right.
But really, what's going on at some airports is unbelievable.
And it's not going to be fixed overnight. So even if funding for the TSA comes through, it's not like tomorrow we're going to wake up and there will be no lines at the airports because now they have some staffing issues that they're also going to have to work through.
True.
That being said, right now, you really have to get to the airport between 2 to 3 hours prior to boarding, not prior to departure, because people are missing their flights with just 20, 30 minutes to spare, and that would be that boarding time. So get there prior to boarding. Also, we used to say, and I used to say all the time, check the My TSA app for real-time updates. But with the TSA not being funded, the app is not being updated in real time anymore. So what you need to do is actually go to the airport's website or the airport's social media. They are updating you on what the actual wait times are and build that into your morning routine when you make your way to the airport.
Yeah, fly Pittsburgh here for us.
I've definitely been I get to the airport like 4 hours.
A lot of people do.
I don't like that feeling, the anxiety of it all. Okay, so you say read travel warnings the right way.
Okay, so actually the last time I was here, Heather brought this up because it is really interesting. So the State Department has 4 warning levels, the lowest being exercise caution and the highest being do not travel. Okay, so right now, there's 20 destinations that are completely do not travel.
Wow.
And they are destinations that people normally would not be booking a vacation to. So it's nothing to worry about. But something to think about is a lot of the lower warnings are not country specific. It's actually region within the country specific. So going back to current events a month or 2 ago, we heard the news that came out of Puerto Vallarta. This is a really good example.
Yes.
So a warning was issued, a precautionary warning, not a do not travel, was issued for Puerto Vallarta. People were canceling their trips to Cancun, Acapulco, the Yucatan, had nothing to do with what was happening in Puerto Vallarta. So you saw the warning issued for Mexico and you assumed it was the country, but it wasn't. It was just that region. So it's really important to go and actually look at your destination to see what the warning is. And a precaution means just be aware of your situation all around you. Just like you would do in any U.S. city you visited that you hadn't been to before.
Yeah, and you can do that by checking those at the State Department.
Exactly.
That's what we had pulled up right
the State Department website, you can click through and it'll show you the warnings by region, by municipality. It breaks it all down.
Oh, that's really helpful because I didn't understand what the differences were there. So thanks for breaking that down. Also, you say don't cancel based on fear without checking insurance.
So travel insurance does not allow you to cancel because you're afraid to go or because the world is uncertain, unfortunately. So right now, what you really have to do is look at the reasons behind the cancellation, because that will help you in getting your claim fulfilled. But something you really do have to look at is cancel for any reason insurance. If you are someone who might want to cancel for personal reasons or because you just feel uneasy about traveling, you can buy cancel for any reason protection.
That sounds more expensive.
It is more expensive. It does come with a higher fee because you would be paid out 75 to 85% of your fare. You don't get 100% back.
Okay.
So because it's a higher likelihood that the insurance company is going to pay, you have to pay more, unfortunately. Some cruise lines offer it for a nominal fee. That's great, but it is something to think about if that worries you.
Yeah. So it might be worth paying that extra
amount. It might be worth it. And something else to think about too, if you buy a travel insurance policy today, it won't cover anything related to current events overseas.
Wait, so this is not the insurance that you're adding on when you're purchasing the ticket? It is. Okay, it is.
So if you get to that point and you're like, oh, I want to book a vacation today to Dubai, would be a great example. I'm going to add the insurance. If something happens and you have to cancel the trip related to the current events, it would not be covered, because current events there is now a known event.
Right.
And the insurance company says you bought the trip knowing what's already happening, so we're not
or
going to
you
cover
should
it.
have known.
Yeah.
All right. Always good.
That was so good. Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Bobby Laurie is a regular PTL contributor, and you can find more of his travel tips and advice right there on his website. We have a link for you at our website, PittsburghTodayLive.com.
Such helpful information.
Oh, yeah.
All right, still to come, we're ending spring cleaning week with a workout. What? All that cleaning can be tough on your body, so a personal trainer is here to show us simple strength moves that make reaching, lifting, and dusting of even we're dusting shelves? Is that what we're doing?
Apparently,
okay. Okay.
This is why they don't tell us in advance until we're already here. All right, so after the storms rolled through last night, are things looking brighter and drier for today and the weekend? Ron has the answer. Coming up next.
That wasn't in my job description.
Big rain totals coming in the overnight hours. You can see some of these there. The winner, the Whitaker, Pennsylvania area, southern parts of Allegheny County, 2.7 inches registering in the rain gauge there. We had a number of places between 2.25 and 2.5 inches of rain coming in, including a couple of spots over into parts of West Virginia. Because of those big rain totals right there where we're seeing the biggest ones, we do have the flood warning. It goes through 10:30 this morning, so please be aware of that. We have a number of roads out there, some low-lying areas that are actively flooding at this time. You'll know them because they're probably, at least at this point, barricaded off. So if you come up against one of those, you'll know it pretty quickly. A little bit of drizzle still out there as we continue to cool down. Most of the rain's way down to our south. Temperature at this time is 37 in Pittsburgh. We'll get back up to around 42 degrees this afternoon. That'll be it. And we'll see some sunshine also break it out. Hey, we stay cool through the weekend, guys, and then we're starting to warm up. More spring-like weather through the week, including a couple of thunderstorm chances next week. All right, David and Mikey have moved over to the PTL kitchen. Hey, guys, what's cooking?
Oh, hey, Ron. Now, how often do you stop and think about where your food comes from? Well, one local trainer constantly did that, and he couldn't ignore it anymore.
Yeah, so that frustration led to the Farmer's Burger, a new pop-up dedicated to total transparency. I can tell you it smells really good. The owner joins us next to explain how he is changing the way we eat, one burger at a time. We'll be right back.
Well, when you sit down at a restaurant or grab something off a grocery shelf, you rarely know the story behind that food, where it came from, and how it was raised or who produced it.
So one local personal trainer grew frustrated with all that mystery, so he decided to change it. He created the Farmer's Burger, built on a mission of full transparency from farm to table. Owner Derek Rockna is joining us now to share with us how it all came together and also make a burger.
Yeah.
So Derek, maybe we'll start with that because you're about to get to do this, right?
Yep.
All right, Derek, I just must say, smash burgers. It's like my favorite thing in life. It's part of the reason why I live and breathe. I enjoy a good smash burger.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be a good taster of this. But tell us how you got started.
Yeah, so I mean, I was a personal trainer most of my life. After a few years, 15 years or so of doing that, I started realizing that it doesn't really how fit you get in the gym. If you're going home and not fueling yourself with real food, then it's not really doing much, right? It's a bunch of toxic ingredients in our food system. That's a whole nother conversation, but I was just sick of going to restaurants. Everything sourced from Cisco or Restaurant Depot or something like that, and I just wanted to bring something that was completely transparent. I know it's not easy, so I figured I'll pave the way, and hopefully we could start a trend in Pittsburgh to get more real burgers, real food out there.
And so where does this come from? Because you work with local farms, you make sure that you understand how they treat the animals and all that stuff, right?
So this beef right now is from Freedom Farms, which is out in Butler. And then I also source from Serenity.
Are we going to set off the fire alarm?
Let's not that. We're going to be fine. Okay. We'll see. All right. So, but it's all local, and like you do this down to not just the burgers, but like everything you serve. Like you're talking about the buns and the
buns are Mediterra, locally sourced, no seed oils. Pittsburgh pickles, PGH pickles for our pickles. Our sauce is a combination of the pickle juice from PGH pickles, avocado oil-based mayo, no seed oils in that, and then organic Heinz ketchup.
You know, I think you really tapped into something because I think most people who eat a burger, they're not thinking it's healthy, but they love them. So if you can create some form of a healthy feeling from eating a burger, I mean, you're going to win here.
Yeah, it's not, oh man, of course this one comes out a little bit. Hey,
it's
fine. Don't worry.
We're not picky about that. So talk to us too about like part of your motivation, even to become a personal trainer, is the story with your mom, right?
So, not to cut you off, but lost my mother to cancer when I was 16, watched her battle cancer for 6 years, and then, got into personal training, wanted to get people healthy, and that's kind of like I said, after getting people strong, it was like, well, they're still going home and fueling with bad foods, a lot of the same foods that my mom used to eat growing up and stuff, so just trying to teach people how to avoid these toxic ingredients. And it's not just moving your body, obviously, is a huge part of it, but eating the real food is the next big part of that. So.
And I'm just curious, like by having this kind of farm-raised beef and more of an organic product, how does that help to fuel your body?
I mean, like I said, so you're avoiding all the unnecessary toxic ingredients. It's good for your microbiome. You're feeding your good bacteria. And then on top of all that, like, it's better for the environment. The animals
Yes.
are in better conditions. No unnecessary feed like GMO feed or anything like that. So it's just kind of like a win-win-win, a way to put small farms on the map and a way to put local Pittsburgh businesses too, like PGH Pickles, that are doing the right thing on the map as well.
Oh, we
And
love
what are you
that.
putting on the top here? Is this like a chipotle? What is
what
this?
kind of sauce is that?
This is the sauce based out of the ketchup and mayo.
Oh, okay, that you put together here.
Correct.
And so you do pop-ups, like you don't have a standalone restaurant. You like,
There's that
you're on
one
the
too,
move.
Dig it. Yeah, so
All right,
we're
we
at
have to try this.
breweries,
Oh my
coffee
gosh.
shops. She took a McDonald's. She took the CEO of McDonald's burger bite out of that.
I was making burger.
So that one's got onions
I'm not
on
kidding,
it.
this is
That's
so
the
good.
OKC style, the Steel City OKC style with the raw onions on it. You got the pickles burger with the PGH pickles.
Oh my God.
And everything's kind of based off the Steel City, which
It's
is
so
cheese and sauce.
flavorful and it has those crispy edges.
Yeah,
That,
Yeah.
It's a 10 out of 10.
I love the crispy
you.
edges.
Thank
And you really do taste the difference. You really do. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Derek.
Thank you for having
You're
me.
welcome anytime.
And we didn't set off any fire alarms. Look at that.
yet.
Not yet.
Turn
All
this
right.
off.
Well, you can find the Farmer's Burger really popping up all over Pittsburgh. In fact, you can find them tonight in Etna at Co-Star Brewing, and then on Saturday at Acro Spur Brewing. That is in Glenshaw.
Yeah, for a complete list of their upcoming pop-up locations and to find where they will be in the future, follow their Instagram page. We will have a link to it on our website.
All right, we got to finish these burgers.
sure do.
But you know what else? Spring cleaning week is itself a workout. The decluttering, scrubbing, lifting, it's a lot. That's why Daniel Hill from House Call Personal Training is here with 4 simple moves to keep you strong and ready for even the toughest cleaning tasks.
Well, we've organized, decluttered, cleaned, forgotten corners, and given you plenty of homework along the way, but all that cleaning can really put stress on your body.
Absolutely. So to help us move safely and easily while tackling spring cleaning, Daniel Hill from House Call Personal Training is here to show us 4 simple strength exercises so you can lift, reach, dust off even the highest shelves without strain. And Daniel, I'm so glad you're here because sometimes we don't realize how much these little, we think they're little things, and actually they're moves we're not used to doing.
And especially when you spend all winter kind of like sedentary, and then all of a
Right.
sudden you're asking your body to move around, pick stuff up, jump around. So that's what I designed these exercises around. I just want to give a quick shout out to my equipment sponsor G&G for making these possible. So what I wanted to start out with was one of the most fundamental aspects of gardening, cleaning, is getting up and down off the floor. So
Yes.
the first exercise I came up with was just pretty much just getting up and down. And this is just starting
I'll
from
let you-
whichever one of you can get up and down off the floor easiest is the one I would suggest demonstrating.
I don't know that. I don't know who it's going to
So
be.
you're starting,
but
and if you have to start from your knees, that's fine too, but all you're doing is start from the push-up position, come to a knee, and then stand.
Oh, there you go.
Just like
you
so.
got it.
So you did.
Yeah,
Right
back.
there, and then
Yeah.
stand.
Oh,
and
we
then,
did it.
and then you're going back
You got to
down.
go back down.
Oh, we're
though.
going back down. Oh, I thought
then
one
here.
was all we needed to do.
Unfortunately, you'll probably do this a lot. And what I want you to do each time is switch the leg you bring forward.
Oh, geez.
So one time
Okay.
you bring the left leg forward, the next time you bring the right leg forward and stand. Now, if you're watching that and thinking there's no way I can do that, start on the back of a piece of furniture like a couch, or like from here I can do it from the edge of a bench. Make it easier on yourself
Oh, I
and,
see. Okay.
and work your way down.
So is that so? Does that kind of it makes you more limber, so you don't pull a muscle, or it's just kind of?
It doubles up on stretching and also just like moving in the way that you're going to have to move when you get up. So it just gets your mind thinking, like it builds that mind muscle connection you need to do this effectively. And the next one I had kind of targets balance and coordination, and it's a 3-way lunge. So what you're doing here is getting ready to kind of navigate a garden where the ground might be lumpy, or you're walking around clutter because you have everything on your floor organizing it.
Sounds
So-
like my house. How do you know? How do you know?
Because my house is sometimes that way. So, so what you're doing is step forward, bring it back. And then now you're stepping out to the side. Bring it back. And then you're stepping back
Okay.
and bringing it forward. And you're just doing that
that's
a
easy.
couple times each side.
Yeah.
So forward, back, to the side, and in, and back, and forward. And as that gets easier, it's always good to have some buffer. So if you need to do this with body weight, add a little weight. And I can demonstrate that part. And you can just hold some weight and step with that. So that way, think of it this way. If you trip, you have a lot of load to catch and stop coming from forward. So if you have a little weight when you're doing it for practice, On game day, it's going to feel really easy.
But you know what? This is so important because I do feel like as I'm getting older, it's easier for me to kind of lose my balance or trip and fall, and so
and that's
this
what
is really
it is.
good.
It's not even just the balance, it's the reactivity that this is building. Because your balance could be fine, but if you trip, it's not balance that saves you. It's getting your foot up quickly and catching yourself. Right?
It's almost like something you have to do innately.
Snap movement, exactly. So that's what that works on. The next one here is getting ready to just walk around with awkward loads. Because like
Logan,
it's never like you have this perfectly evenly distributed weight to walk around with. It's always one side or the other. And that's what this is for. It's just a standing march. So you're picking one leg up like this, and you're holding weight while you do that, just like so. So you can start body weight doing it without anything. I'll cut this down a little bit.
Give us something.
10 pounds.
Take pity on us.
Mike, you just give that up. And you'll notice when you pick this leg up, it's going to feel harder than the other leg. So what you're getting used to is just like, hey, say you're holding something, you have to step over a kid's play gate.
You
know what I mean? That's what that's working up towards.
And may I say, you're doing this in high heels. So I really think that's
credit to
very
Mikey on that one.
Thank you.
Credit to Mikey.
And what you can do is start, like, if that gets easy and boring, you can start doing it like walking. Like high knees and walking, going backwards, building that up because sometimes you have to step out of things. So just, again, we're working on coordination here.
The one final one.
And so this is getting us ready to just lift stuff off the ground and put it on a shelf over our heads. So, you might have an old closet that you rarely get into and now you all of a sudden have to, but the thing is on the floor first. So this is just a curl to press. So you're picking it, you pick it up off the ground, you put it on the shelf, or you get it off the shelf and you put it on the ground.
Wow.
Dave.
So that gets you ready for anything.
So start at your hips with it. Curl it. And then just push straight up.
Push straight up.
Just like that.
There you go, David.
And if you're like really, really uncomfortable, you can just start doing this with your arms. So be like, okay, can I do this?
Can I do that first?
With
and then
no
add
pain
the
in my
weight?
shoulders, no weird like twingy feelings, and
How's
if that's
that feel?
fine.
How's it feeling?
This is a lot heavier than putting the toilet paper weight for the dump shelf.
But the great news is, remember what I talked about that buffer? The toilet paper is going to be 1,000,000 times easier because it weighs 5 pounds if you can lift 10. So that's what we're doing. Is it's like I said before, strength is a rainy day fund for your body.
Love that.
There you
Love
go.
that. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Daniel, as always.
Well, Daniel Hill is a regular contributor here on PTL. Now, to hire his personal training services, where he will come to you, just head to our website. We'll have a link for you there.
All right. You have been clucking, telling us which wings reign supreme. The whole plate 8 is about to be reduced. The finger-licking details are coming up right after the break. All right, March Madness is officially underway, and PTL and Talk Pittsburgh have thrown their hat, or should we say our chicken wing, into the ring with our PTL versus Talk Wing-a-Ding bracket.
All right, so we started with the Saucy 16, and then we whittled it down to the 8, the whole plate 8.
So there it is, right there on your screen so you can see it.
And now it's time to keep the bracket going by narrowing it down to the final 4, and we're calling it the Fired Up 4.
So to do that, we need your help, and we need your votes as well.
All you have to do is go to the PTL and Talk Pittsburgh Facebook pages now and find the pinned Facebook post and vote for your favorite spot that's currently in the top 8.
And I will tell you, we have already gotten thousands of votes, and you only have until today at noon. Today at noon to weigh in. We'll tally up your votes this afternoon, and then on Monday, we will reveal the Fried Up 4.
Oh, so exciting. And we want to thank Dishburg for sponsoring our Wing-a-Ding bracket.
We certainly do. All right, up next, Mikey's going to give us a sneak peek at what is coming up today, later today, on Talk Pittsburgh.
That's right, and we'll let you know what we have planned for Monday on Pittsburgh Today Live.